Recently, I came across this tweet and it made me question, has my 20 over years of playing video games been a waste of time? Lately, there's been quite a bit of people thinking that the only worthy thing to do is something that results in an income or gets you closer to some arbitrary goal. I won't deny the merits of this sort of thinking. Aggressively cutting back on what is deemed as a waste of time to focus your energy and time on things that will benefit your well-being, at least one part of your well-being, is not a bad thing. It's good. I mean, I get it. Times are tough and people are struggling. Video games are probably not the most important thing in the hierarchy of needs, but I think downplaying it as a complete waste of time is a bit of a short-sighted view on the hobby. And yes, it is a hobby just like reading a book or watching a movie, which is much more socially acceptable, I suppose. Heck, I'm pretty sure people said the same things about TV or cinema. Watching movies was a waste of time back in ye old days. It's just what a previous generation has always said about a new type of hobby or a new type of art form. Or maybe it's a Gen Z or Gen Alpha thing who are so hooked to phones. But video games do have plenty of benefits that detractors may not want to admit. Because, well, they don't play games. I mean, no one ever said playing chess was a waste of time, right? Right? Oh my God! But anyway, yes, from the perspective that video games are good for you, just like how chess is, it's brain exercise, improving your cognitive skills, memory pattern, and strategic thinking. This is all scientifically backed. But even from my personal experience, video games have been nudging me to learn new things. Back in my university days, I played lots of Rome, Total War, and Europa Universalis. These games were the beginning of a historical rabbit hole for me. While they were not totally accurate with the history of the time period, Rome Total War's Egypt being a prime example, they were definitely a huge influence in getting me interested to learn more about history and having a sense of appreciation for the progress of humanity. Well, not so much the loss of millions of human lives for the ego of some ruler. But my point being, whether it's diving into history or learning about how spaceflight actually works or appreciating marine diversity, even if it's the marine life of a fictional alien planet that wants to eat your face. Genuinely, I read every Flora and Fauna Codex entry in Subnautica. They were fascinating, even though they weren't real. Again, they give us an appreciation for something and make us want to learn more about these things. I can't help but feel like the video game medium, our little childish hobby, could be the inspiration for future scientists, engineers, historians, marine biologists. Video games can have a tremendous impact in inspiring us to learn, appreciate, and do new things. And yes, video games have been used in the classroom, especially games like Minecraft, which is more creative, where you can think logically and maybe learn some basic programming concepts. Heck, even StarCraft was at some point a topic for university students. Also, getting back to my chess comparison, some video games like Factorio or Satisfactory, which by the way I've introduced my son to, he is absolutely loving it. It's actually all he watches on YouTube these days. But the factory sim genre, is that what they are called? Factory sim or production chain games? These are close to chess in that it trains us to think 2 or 3 steps ahead. A very chess-like thing. I think these are fantastic games to get kids to play. I mean, parents, come on, you've got to get them off of Roblox, and get them on this. This is the new And factory games like this aren't the only ones, that are beneficial. Also, I mean, it's not just strategy games. You might think an FPS like Call of Duty does not have any benefits. Well, Black Ops 7, which is brain rot slop,
Your mind belongs to me now, Mason.
that doesn't. But FPS games in general do require quick thinking and reflexes, and have been shown to improve motor coordination and stuff like that. And heck, there are even puzzle games that are literally brain exercises. So video games can be good for kids, adults, and even older adults. So is gaming a waste of time? Absolutely not. It helps our brains think better, faster, and more strategically. It also may broaden our knowledge, discover new domains of interest, and to learn more deeply into something you might have never thought you would be interested in. However, should you be spending thousands of hours playing only video games? Probably not. If it takes a toll on other parts of your life, like any hobby, overdoing something to the extent of negatively impacting yourself, your studies, career, that's just not good. It's not just a video game thing, and yes, a lot's been said about the addictive elements, the addictive nature of video games, that apparently it is more addictive than any other hobby, which, okay, there is some merit in that. Some developers focus on building games, and I'm using the term games lightly here, to psychologically manipulate and get you to spend money to get more of an in-game dopamine hit, especially true in mobile games. But that's not all games, so it's a bit unfair to say all video games are bad for you. But anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Which video game actually taught you something, or got you obsessed over learning something new and made a big impact in your life? I truly believe that video games have only been a positive influence in my life. It has made me appreciate technology. I'm a bit of a tech nerd. I love PCs and all the technical things. I got into learning about computer science in university, and it was all because of video games. Anyway, do tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and farewell, friends.